Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back.
Yeah? Not now.
I'm watching you.
What are you doing here? There's nothing for you here, so why don't you just leave?
Hey, did you know there were some weapons brought back here to Goliad? Energy weapons taken from the clerics? I'd be interested in getting a look at them, if you know how I could get a chance to do that.
Be careful. You know I could get you exiled for even asking about that.
Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. Listen, what I need is some help. Let's be straight. You recently tracked down a pair of cleric weapons, didn't you?
Is that an accusation?
This is a small town with lots of big mouths. There aren't really that many secrets. So, have you given those weapons over to the pit? Or do you still have them? I know some people who would be happy to pay for them. The berserkers don't want them. The clerics do.
Are you some sort of traitor?
Me? No, I'm no traitor. I just know some interested parties who would like to get hold of those weapons. I'm sure they would be grateful for your help. You'd be making some useful friends.
Friends? You mean you're a cleric, or you know someone who is.
That sort of accusation can get someone killed, so don't go shouting that at me. I'm no use to you dead. Besides, you can do with a friend, and the shards they bring.
What will you pay me for them?
Of course. I can offer you Elex if you give them to me. That would only be fair. And should you wish to learn more about technology, I could point you to where answers can be found.
No, your Elexit isn't worth the risk.
Then superstition wins over reason. A loss for us all. Go, hand them in. A shame. I thought you would be clearer thinking than the others here.
Okay, I wanna see if I can still give the weapons to him.
Tell me more about the clerics.
You know about the comet that struck our planet? Well, back before the impact, Magellan had technology that could take you into space, or to the bottom of the ocean.
So
So the clerics want to see that golden age return. We don't want to abandon all the things our people achieved. The clerics think that with Kalan's guidance, technology can sort out this mess of a planet. That it can mean safety and progress for all the free people.
is there anything else you don't like about berserkers?
Don't get me wrong, the people here can be fair, they help those around them, and there's the wonder that is berserker magic. And if you follow their laws, you will find acceptance here, all of which is 1,000 times better than you can expect from the outlaws. The people of Tavar might as well be mutants, the way they turn on everyone and everything. What I don't understand is the hatred for clerics here. The wars of the past are long gone. The enmity should be buried. Certainly the clerics believe differently about technology, but that's no reason to hate them. Is it?
It sounds like you've learned a lot about the clerics.
What about you? Are you going to pledge allegiance to the Berserkers? Run off to the outlaw way of life? Or follow an interest in technology to the clerics?
I don't need anyone, or any faction.
An outlaw in the making if I ever heard one. But I'd think again. At some point, you'll need to choose a side.
So, is there anywhere to trade here?
That depends what you want to buy. Traders need to be authorized, and what they can sell is restricted. You'll need to look elsewhere if you want energy weapons, or anything more advanced than a hand-sharpened stick. And whatever you want to buy, you'll need to find the shards to pay. I could offer you some food as a gift.
But...
Well, since you disagreed with me about the cleric's weapons, I'd expect you'd refuse an offer of food, too.
you don't think technology should be forbidden?
Look at the people here. They want to change the world, but they're doing it one handful of soil at a time.
You're staying here although you don't like it. There's something wrong about you. Tell me the truth.
Okay, you seem to have figured it out. Well, it's safer here, behind these walls, than out there with the mutants. Particularly if you don't have an energy weapon. I was traveling in Edan with a comrade to scout for men and material. We found ourselves cornered by some mutants. I was the only one to survive the attack. I ran like there was no tomorrow, and left my weapon behind. I'm glad they found me and brought me to Goliath. Besides, there are things to learn here. The more people I can convince while I am here, the better it is for everyone. Wisdom guide you.
Okay, so I didn't give him the weapons because you can get another quest for those weapons from a berserker lady, and if you give the weapons to the lady, then you're gonna gain her favor and it's gonna be much easier for you to join the berserkers. It's better to have a favor of joining some faction than to just gain some amount of money, because you can get the money anywhere in this game.
Welcome to the Mana Shrine. Have you been sent here with a task? Or are you here in search of a healer? Speak now. Or have you taken a vow of silence?
Your healers here?
Ah, well, you will find healers among us. But you will learn we also use the name for those who heal, Magellan. Perhaps not Amric's best choice of name, but we're in the habit of using it now. We cure Magellan from the curse of Elex, and from that curse, we bring the blessing of mana.
It sounds like you're doing good work.
Saving our world, the only work that matters. This is the Mana Shrine, where Elex is turned from poison to nectar. One day, all Elex will come here, and Magellan will be free from its influence. Until then, we must contend with the danger here. The power released from Elex can make the shrine a hazardous place. Please, be careful here. The power of Elex. Tell me, who are you? You've not said what you're doing here. Something brought you here, didn't it? You were drawn to this place.
I was an alb, but I'm free from Elex now.
Then you are an alb no more. It is Elex that turns a man into an alb. Without that poison, you are free to make your own choices. You have told me who you were. Now we will find out who you are. Please understand, whatever feelings are new to you, every person faces that same struggle. It is the struggle Magellan suffers from too. She is dosed with Elex. She has it in her veins as you did. But Magellan does not suffer from temptation. You must feel the lure of Elex to your bones, the power it offers. Resist it. One sign of you giving in to the temptation of Elex, and I will be forced to report you. If this world gives in to Elex, it will consume us all.
What do you do here, other than give free advice?
As I have already explained, I oversee the Mana Shrine here. As Amric said, our hope for Magellan is that all Elex shall become mana, that from mana Magellan will be reborn. From wasteland shall spring forest, for we are the healers of the world. So, the workers bring the Elex to us, and we transmute it at the Mana Shrine. Well, that is supposed to be what happens, but people don't seem able to stick to their tasks.
How does mana help you cast magic?
That we have yet to understand, though we do study it. Even now, Thorold the Pilgrim has withdrawn from Elex to study its mysteries in the hope we can grow stronger. Those who cast magic will tell you that while the Albs lose their emotions closing off their minds, mana opens the mind, connects you and the world.
Isn't mana addictive like Elex?
It is the power of mana that is addictive, not the substance itself. You can see that in Goliath. We don't need mana like the Albs have to have their Elex, and we use a lot less. Most of the Elex we find is given to our seedlings. Mana puts our bodies and minds in harmony with the magic we use. For us, it is natural. The energy the Albs use in magic is torn from the world. It damages them, and it damages the world.
So, how do you transform Elex?
Transmute. We transmute Elex. We place the Elex in the Mana Shrine. There is something in this mountain, the way the rock was changed by the comet. As the Elex passes through, it is changed, purified into mana. If you bring anything that has been altered by Elex close to the shrine, you can feel it.
You say people aren't doing their tasks.
Yes, the biggest problem we have is temptation. Elex corrupts people as it does the planet. Last week, 5 large pieces of Elex disappeared from the shrine before it could be transmuted, at the same time as Kral, one of our guards.
So Kral stole the Elex?
I think Kral is the thief, but thinking isn't certainty. The searches for him and the Elex have come up empty, and I have no idea why he would take the Elex.
Fine. I will find the Elex thief.
Good. I appreciate your help. As a guard in the Hooded Crows, Kral has free access to all areas here in Goliath. So, he may have taken refuge in Ragnar's stronghold. Or he may have strayed further, if indeed he is the thief, and that is yet to be proven.
You're comfortable with an Alb living in Goliath?
An Alb is a man who has become a slave to Elex. It seems to me that you have freed yourself. That makes you a rare individual. Still, you are wise to be wary. There are those here who would kill you if they learn your background. But though it is not one of our written laws, it is central to our beliefs and to me that we should give all those who want it a second chance. If you are prepared to leave your past behind, you should be given a chance. Are you willing to do this?
I want to leave my past behind.
That is good. Now, Angrim or Ragnar will happily chew your ear about the law, but everyone else will look to your actions.
What do you do with the mana?
Our mana is everything. It is life itself. It is mana that allows us to do magic. No other faction of the free people can do that. The mana potions we make give us that ability. It makes our warriors stronger, more powerful than any of the Alb's machines. But it doesn't just make us strong, it also makes the world blossom. Look around. All of this is the work of our world hearts.
World hearts?
World hearts are the center of everything we do, the heart of the berserkers. They are plants we enrich with mana. They bring the soil back to life.
Will you trade me some mana for Elex?
Gladly.
No, thank you.
What goods have you got?
Sure.
Warrior's Amulet. Increases parry and attack strength. Amulet of Charisma. I like it. I want this. It gives me 2 Charisma. I like it. Healing Potion, Mana Potion, Ring of Defense. Let's see, maximum stamina and parry power. Man, I really like this one. Okay.
Hey, watch it there! I hate it when people mess with my stuff. You think the armor in this place makes itself? Well, you wouldn't be the only one, but let me tell you, it's not true. Damned hard work makes it. My damned hard work. So don't get in my way.
What's so good about the armor you supply?
Quality, skill, years of practice technique. And as you go up through the ranks, you're eligible for different equipment. As a cultivator, you'll be confronted with different challenges to a warrior or a paladin. So for cultivator armor, I make sure to give you the freedom of movement needed for working in the fields. But a warrior's armor must be robust, better able to absorb damage during combat.
Can I get some of this armor?
I am only authorized to hand out equipment to anyone who has earned it. A cultivator isn't allowed to wear the armor of a paladin. That armor goes with that rank and that honor. So, if you want a set of it, you'll have to work to earn it.
I'd like to trade.
Pick your armor, choose your weapon, we can trade.
Another one? I swear if security had been this lax in the days of Eric Eisenfaust, we'd all be clerics. What are you seeking here, stranger? Safety? A new start? Meaning? All those things can be offered to those who accept our laws.
Who are you?
My name is Angram. It is my duty, along with the other warlords, to ensure the laws are kept and the Berserker way preserved. We offer protection to those from outside who understand that Edan is working to help Magalan. Stick to the laws, respect our ways, and you will find Goliath welcoming. Break the laws, show contempt, and punishment will follow. You will have a fair chance here if you understand that.
Tell me more about these laws.
Steal, lie, cheat, kill, and justice will be swift. But our laws are more than that. Berserker laws tell us who we are. Millions died when the comet hit. Our whole species was headed for extinction. And you've seen it out there. People are doing their best to finish that job. War, chaos, Elex technology. What chances have they given us? Nature. Rebuilding what was lost. That's the only way we can survive. Berserker laws were created to help us achieve that.
What are the Berserker laws?
They were laid down by Amrek, who founded the Berserkers. They put people before war, before machines. The only thing above us is law. So says the first article that forbids anyone from preaching of gods or machines. The second law says pure Elex is a curse on Magalan. All pure Elex and technology made from it is forbidden and must be placed in the pit. Our third law states that world hearts are sacred. No damage can be done to them or their seedlings. The fourth law says mana must be preserved. Nature can purify Elex. This has given us the gift of magic, and we must use it sparingly. The fifth law states all free people are equal. All must be given protection when it is asked for. All may repent their ways and join the Berserkers. Now, as a warlord, it is my job to keep the laws in the Pilgrim's name. So, I welcome you, incomer.
What happens when the law is broken?
The warlords will hear evidence and pronounce sentence. Trade without a license, steal or cheat, and exile will follow. Break one of the 5 laws, and justice may be harsher. Our laws preserve us, and so we must preserve the law.
Who are the Berserkers?
They're everyone you've seen in this town, and anyone beyond who believes this world can be saved. Do you want to believe that? That there's a hope? We don't need gods or machines. That forest out there, that grew from wasteland in just 200 years. From seed to tree, we are a new beginning for all.
What do you think about the clerics or the Alps?
What are we supposed to think? They're steeped in blood and governed by superstition. The clerics speak of God, but they worship their machines, and never forget that their blessed religion gave birth to the Alps. Elex corrupts all it touches. Whatever you think of the outlaws, they make no excuses for their behavior. They are out for themselves, but they believe in mankind.
Can't you use technology to help nature?
Technology is an addiction. First one machine, then another and another. It is better to live without that temptation. It's persuading the weak-minded of that. We might know technology is a weakness, but its draw is pulling in recruits. Even now, I know there is someone here in Goliath spreading the lie of the machine. They are preaching that technology will be our salvation. This damned cleric must be found and stopped.
I was told there was work here.
If you have taken our laws to heart, then yes, there is something you can help me with.
I agree to follow the laws.
Visit Jorah at the pit. All the captured weaponry from the last Alb attack has been stored there. Bring me one of the Elex weapons.
I'll get you the weapon.
Follow the law and do service. Those are the only ways you will earn my trust. Speak to Jorah if you have any more questions. Now go.
Cinda sent me.
Cinda? Is there another problem with food supplies?
She hasn't received the resupply she needs, and nobody seems to know when she will.
Didn't Jorah sort this out? Or has his failure to fix things become my problem?
What does Yora have to do with this?
Jorah was supposed to have sorted this out. Once more, it comes back to me to resolve this directly. Then, there won't be any more escorts for the deliveries. The last group I sent were killed by a troll. We haven't more men to lose that way.
Then you're right. You should avoid that area.
Finally, someone who draws the right conclusions. It's easy to talk of killing a troll, but I am responsible for the lives of the men I asked to do it. If ever there was a way to get people killed needlessly, then sending them against a troll is it. I'll not send more men to their deaths. We have scant enough as it is. Cinda will have to deal with this problem herself. Tell her it is time she called on one of the other clans for help. The Ison clan will no longer risk lives for fish and meat.
About the cleric. I can find whoever is preaching here.
You can you? What makes you think you can succeed?
I know who's preaching for the clerics.
Are you certain? I don't want to go making false accusations.
I've met him, spoken to him.
What miserable drones and traitors have I given shelter to that they will let this cleric live? He knows our laws, and the penalty for spreading false religion is death. Carry out that sentence. Kill that cleric.
Oh no. Not yet.
About the cleric.
Another damned outsider. We ought to lock you up until we can ship you back to where you came from.
You have a problem with outsiders?
Can you think of one problem on Magellan that isn't down to outsiders? The clerics gave us the Albs. The Albs come here building their filthy converters. They foul our soil, kill our people. The only thing stopping these bastards killing every last one of the free people are the hooded crows.
Why do you hate the Alps so much?
They take so much Elex, they've lost all their emotion. They're like machines. Killing machines. How messed up must you be to decide to do that? And how do they get the Elex they're so pumped up on? They tear it from the ground. They take plants, animals, and people, and feed them into their converters. Every alb, every mutant stands against nature.
It almost sounds like you envy the Alps' power.
A fully trained alb commander, even an Elexitor. They may be powerful, but true power is only found in the will to win and the fighting spirit. Have you got them? A fighting spirit, a will to win.
What if I did, and I took Elex as well?
Then you would be just another henchman, a soulless puppet for their cause. Is that what you want? To destroy Magellan as you destroy your soul? A strong sword, our very effective combat magic, and a strong will. Those will save the world. They will stop the Alps.
So you don't trust anyone?
Our founding fathers knew well that you have to be really careful who you trust. They taught us we cannot give in to the temptation that awaits us outside our walls. And they did well. In the end, they were the first to see the deviant nature of technology. No one who has seen a mutant with their own eyes can deny that.
Sounds like you really hate the Alps.
They won't stop until everyone is dead. It's always us berserkers who are taking losses. 10 hooded crows on the last patrol alone. All good men. Now, I'm asked to make up my ranks with outsiders?
You want to kill Alps?
I want to exterminate them. And every man, woman, and child on this planet should want to do the same. What about you? Are you ready to go and hunt some Albs?
Oh man.
Where are these Alps?
Straight to the point. Good. The Albs have been scouting ruins to the west of here. It could be they're searching for resources, but it could be they're scouting our patrol routes, or looking for somewhere to set up a base they can use to launch an attack on Goliath. Whatever they're doing, those Albs have had a free run of things for too long. I need someone to head out there and kill them.
It almost...
Okay, so I'm not gonna
Teach
take
me
this
something.
dialogue
Yes,
until I get some combat skills.
Don't steal anything here.
Stay alert out there.
What goods have you got?
Understood.
A Ring of Vitality. Okay, so we talked to this guy. Let's see, can I sleep somewhere?
Are you trying to threaten me?
Kral's diary. No sign of the man. But let's see if he has left me a clue in here. Last entry. First the Elex devours him, Now it devours me, but I have no choice. Surely to steal is better than to kill. If I don't act now, then death must follow. So, the choice is made, and we must both go into the mausoleum. Perhaps we can live in this house of the dead. Either this guy is reliving teenage poetry, or I just found out where he went. I should tell Caldrum. The mausoleum Kral talks of, that must be where he went. Maybe Caldrum knows where it is.
Okay, so this is the workbench. Here you can upgrade your weapons, brew the potions, create a jewelry,
I don't know enough about that.
and make some stones.
Are you happy now? You shouldn't rely on machines.
And as you can see, this is the Berserker throne.
Hello. If you want to rest, you should find yourself a spot and relax. And if you are hungry, we can surely find you something to eat.
Thank you.
Welcome. I hope you have been shown kindness here. To foreigners, it may seem that we only live in a manner that is in accordance with the law. But we have a place for any wanderers and lost souls who are ready to swear off their old lives. So, wherever you came from, your help is welcome. What's the point in us seeking to rebuild the world if we continue fighting? We need to build one world, together. I hope you can see that.
What is this building?
A rare relic of the old world, hey? If you want, go up to one of the higher balconies and have a look at the view. You will get an idea how beautiful it must have been here before the comet struck. It seems the people of the old world understood the value of that even back before the Great Fall.
Why do you build these huts then?
This place might be a good choice for defense, but it doesn't exactly connect us with nature. We all need to be rooted in the natural world. We all need to remember our place in it. You, me, all the people here, we are all part of Magalan.
How long have you been with the Berserkers?
I was born here, and I can't imagine a better place.
What's so good about it?
As Eisenfaust said, of all the places and all the people in Magalan, the planet chose us to give magic to. And Eisenfaust wasn't exactly known for his poetic side. With respect for all his great feats, he was a bit of a miserable bastard, to be honest. We have organized our lives around the essential things in life. You do not need everything you think you need.
Spare me the moral lesson.
If you don't want to know, I don't want to waste my breath. You will find safety here, and purpose. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there are pressures on him, and he wants the best for us. Hello.
Thank. If you say so.
We have organized our lives around the essential things in life. You do not need everything you think you need.
I could get used to life here.
Good. Good. I would wish that for you. You will find safety here, and purpose. Ragnar will help you find your place. He can sound severe, I know, but there are pressures on him, and he wants the best for us.
Tell me about Ragnar.
Ragnar the Fierce? Ragnar, son of Bajar? He is warlord of the Hooded Crows. Warlord, warrior, leader, and my husband.
You're married?
Why would I marry someone whose expression is that of thunder over the mountains? That is when he is carrying the weight of his clan. Then he is a warlord. I married the man.
How did Ragnar become warlord?
Hard work, dedication, and popularity.
Tell me the real story.
Do you mean, is there a deep, dark secret? A tale of rivalry and assassination to rise to the top? No, I'm afraid it's a tale of skill, ability, and dedication. He was named Berserker when he was a teen. Served his time in the fields as a cultivator. He was seen defending the seedlings from mutants and was named warrior on the spot. When he was a child, Ragnar met Eisenfaust, and I think that left its mark. He wanted to be that man, and he is, just with more of a sense of humor. In their hour of need, the Berserkers call for another Eisenfaust, and in Ragnar, I believe they have him.
Is there something you need doing here?
There are always things that need doing here, and helping out will gain you notice for promotion. Of course, for the highest ranks, we must all look to the warlords to be promoted. Ask in Goliath, and you'll find tasks to match your skills. But there is one thing I need help with. Though, I warn you, it could be dangerous.
Tell me the task. I can handle it.
Confident without the details. You'll get on well with the warriors here. Our scouts reported that a few clerics were recently attacked by mutants. Let's just say that despite all their technology, the clerics came off worse. But the weapons they left behind, lying about out there, are a problem. They could cause a great deal of damage in the wrong hands. I want you to collect them and take them to Yora. You'll find him at the pit. He and the workers there make sure such technology is made safe.
And as you can see, this is the lady who wants the cleric weapons. Now, if I have given the weapons to that other guy, then she wouldn't like that, and she would speak against us if we wanted to join the Berserkers. But if you did lots of Berserker quests, then she would be the only one who didn't like you, and you would join the Berserkers anyway.
Why didn't your patrol bring the weapons back?
There were too many mutants. The clerics seemed to have stirred them up and had half the mutants in the area after them. The area is quieter now, but Ragnar has had to assign the warriors from the patrol to other tasks. That's why I hope you can go.
I will find the weapons.
Thank you. The sooner we can put them into the right hands, the better. Elex, mutants, technology. We have a long way to go to save Magellan.
I have secured the weapons from the ruins.
That is good news. Please take them to Yora and arrange for their disposal.
You think you could steal here?
You should think about leaving.
There's nothing for you here, so why don't you just leave?
So, you decided to stick around. Well, I've been given a job by a warlord Ragnar that I think might suit you, if you want to stay around for longer.
Tell me about the job.
Well, the task I have on offer should profit you, and though it's not the best way to sell our community to you, it should demonstrate that we're open about things here. You see, there was a murder committed just outside Goliath a few months ago. A rather dedicated berserker named Ascor was killed. There's been an investigation, but no definitive answers as to why he was killed. So, Ragnar wants me to follow up and find the murderer.
And what can I do?
Well, I'm having trouble getting answers from people. Maybe an outsider will have more success getting them to open up. Would you talk to the suspects and see what they have to say?
And you think I can find the killer?
You're a stranger here. That means you might see things I won't.
What kind of logic is that?
To be honest, I think this is a dead-end job. But Ragnar, against all the evidence, seems to think it was a berserker that killed Ascor, and he wants answers. Me, I think it's a wild goose chase. None of Ragnar's questioning has thrown up any proof a berserker was involved in this, so chances are it was an alb, an outlaw, or a reaver. But if a warlord has an itch to scratch, then that means we have to go and scratch it. So, let's cross all these suspects off the list and give them some closure.
Is this why you brought me to Goliath? To do your dirty work?
I brought you to Goliath to give you a chance. And this is a way to earn it by getting a warlord on your side.
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then it must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his reasons.
Tell me about the victim.
His name was Ascor. He was a warrior, newly promoted from cultivator. Ragnar had high hopes for him, but Ascor wasn't popular. He went missing around Mana's Eve 3 months ago. No one knew where he'd gone, and it wasn't like he had many shards to up and disappear with. Then one of Ragnar's patrols found Ascor's body rotten up in the forest. It looks like he was stabbed several times with a sword. Whoever did it was strong enough to overcome him, but clumsy. They didn't find anything on Ascor to point to who might be the murderer.
I'll find the murderer.
Ragnar wants answers. He seems determined to find out what happened. Myself, I don't know if we'll ever know what happened. But if we can eliminate these 5 suspects, he might let this go. And who knows? Maybe one of them did do it, and you'll get the proof.
Will the suspects talk to me?
Tell them you're investigating on Ragnar's orders. They'll answer your questions. Let me know if you need help. Remember, my sword belongs to you.
Who are the suspects?
A group of people who were out there in the forest at the time of the murder. First on the list is Baron. He's a guard. Well, he's supposed to be a guard. As far as I know, he doesn't have an alibi. But I think the only real reason he's on the list is because he knew Ascor when he was younger. Then there's Thorgal. He's in charge of a world heart in Abessa. I have no idea why Ragnar would put him on the list. Maybe just to be complete. Third is Garen, a hunter. He was reliable, but he seems to have lost heart in himself. There's something troubling him. Last are Eardor and Rock. Rock I can't get a handle on. There's something he's not happy about. Eardor is still wet behind the ears. Bit of a whiner, but seems to care about his job. They were all outside Goliath at the time of the murder.
What do you want me to ask them?
Where they were 3 months ago around Mana's Eve when the crime was committed. What they thought of Ascor. I doubt you'll get a confession. I doubt any of them did it, but you'll get a sense of the men, and then you can report back to me so we can close the case.
Where can I find them?
They're all still out there. Track them down, then report back to me when you've discovered something.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
We're a team. I'm ready if you are.
Welcome, incomer. I hope you are being treated well. Goliath has always opened its doors to those who need shelter. But these are hard times, and war grows suspicions. As for me, I think the free people should work together in this war with the elves.
Will I have trouble here?
It will mostly be talk. People gossip about incomers. If you want the people here to trust you, then help them. Once they do, they will open their doors to you. You will have a place to stay, a chance to become one of us, and they will likely reward you for your trouble. We Berserkers believe in second chances. It's your choice whether you take that chance or not.
Who are you?
I am Cormag, warlord of the Hammer Clan. Each of the clans has its own calling, and ours is magic. A gift given to us in our time of need. Proof that this planet needed a guardian, and that it chose us. We can channel power through our bodies, and battle the machines of the clerics. The power mana gives us seems limitless, and yet it seems so normal now, doesn't it? It's hard to remember that magic is only a generation old. We have only just started our study of it. And the Hammer Clan has made that study our purpose.
What do you think about your laws?
Our laws bind us. They tell us who we are. How we interpret them, that is where we can do better. Death and exile shouldn't be the only sentences. There should be reward in repentance. Leniency could save us valuable people.
You think other Berserkers are too harsh?
Dedicated, not harsh. And sometimes dedication can blind us to other ways of thinking. Just imagine, if we Berserkers could enhance the cleric's energy weapons, or the outlaw's explosives with the power of mana, who could stop us then? Now, Angram would say that giving into technology would destroy us. But I wonder whether holding on to the laws too tightly would do the same. After all, there were those who tried to stop using magic. They said it was against nature. Now magic is all that defends it. Whatever my thoughts, the laws we have now are the ones we must follow.
Are there problems between the clans?
Give any group a name and they'll use it as a cause for argument with others. But, while there are always differences, we are all Berserkers. Anyone who forgets that needs a swift reminder of their true allegiance.
You have traitors here?
Not traitors. Troublemakers. People whose mouths move faster than their minds. You think we should use the law to silence anyone who thinks differently? I say they need to be convinced that our cause is best served if we work together. I've been saying that over and over, but it seems some people have stopped listening.
Maybe they would listen to me.
Perhaps. You could do me a favor and talk to Elder. He's been speaking out against the Ison clan. But I'm not sure of the reason behind his anger. You will find him living with the other cultivators down in the cultivator house. I'd be grateful if you can find out the reason he's upset, before this bad feeling escalates into something else. Thief!
Wait. Can I get experience from reading this? By wearing that bookworm amulet? Let's see. Okay, it's this one. Oh yeah! We got 50 experience. Nice. Okay, so I need to remember that there is a chest at this spot.
saying there?
Thank you for coming to us. Your application to Infinite Skies has been denied.
No! No, you can't deny me that! I passed the test! Please, check the forms again! Please, check them! I hadn't seen sunlight since the day the comet struck. Just for a moment. Just to escape those four walls. The air is so much fresher. I brought our last bottle of wine. It covered the taste. He didn't feel a thing. He wanted to die free. We couldn't do that underground. Taste the wine, Justin. We'll both drink deep.
got some nerve.
Don't do that again.
And we will continue this in the next episode, so if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and see you next time. Thank you.